Hey, good evening, John. How are you?
Good evening, Gary. Very well, thank you. How
Excellent.
are you?
I'm well. I'm fine now. Now
Yeah,
that
we out the lockdown now.
out of lockdown, I managed to get on air as well, online.
Yes, indeed. And but we're allowed now to go and buy a kettle and a
Aye.
microwave. Yes, we're allowed to go and buy a microwave now.
Good God.
Don't need one, mind.
No. You've got a nice wife, though. I need one, don't I?
Yes, you need a nice wife. Is there any wives out there now? And you looking, Gary's you man. What size of the fingers got to be, Gary? I can't remember.
Well, the body's got to be a size 10.
Oh, body. Oh,
Yeah.
but right, so the body now is got size 10, right? What
Yeah.
if she's had a lump? What if she's had a lump hammer on the fingers? Then are they were about 3 inches thick?
I don't know. We'll have to do. Well,
Yeah.
I'd have to have a look. Wouldn't I?
Yes, man. Imagine a cost on him, innit? By the ring, by there.
Copper one, isn't it?
You'd have to be copper then, see. Oh, can you get me a ring? Can you get me a ring? What size of them? Oh, yeah, I smashed it up when I was a kid. Can you have a ring for that? Yeah. Come on, then, let's go down the DIY. I'll get you a nice ring.
B&M's. Oh, and guess what? Do you know when I had my thumb done the other day?
Yes.
Broken it, haven't I?
Oh, never.
Yeah.
So he pulled it up and he broke it. Oh, you broke it, but yeah.
Yeah, but he thought I dislocated it, but I hadn't. It's broke. So I could have had plaster, but then I wouldn't be able to do any art or anything, would I?
Oh, so I said, no, right now.
Give me one inch.
You them artworks you do it are very good, Gary. A joke on the side. I really like them. They're good.
Yeah, nice. Perhaps we'll get one for some ideas, for Christmas.
Well, you never know. Would be nice, but they are lovely. They are. Honest to God, you intention is to sell them? I would have thought, is it?
I am selling them. I got a website.
Great. Oh, that's great because whatever you sell them for, I know you would do a fair price, right? But they're worth it. They're brilliant. If somebody wants to have a look at them, Gary, where can they go to have a look at them?
Gary Owen Art.
Here we are, nice and simple for everybody. Gary Owen Art, and have a look. They're very good. I wouldn't see it otherwise, honestly. But I don't really like them. No, I don't really like them.
You not having one anyway. I was going to do one of you, but I couldn't get it. There's too much. There's too much of you for the canvas. I couldn't get it in. Like,
do it far away, Ian.
Little wonder cat.
Parknest is in, look.
Yes, good evening, Parknest. David Ruffin. Who's David Ruffin?
I'd love it. David Ruffin, he's a singer from, I believe it's the 60s, right? But you have to look him up. And if he's easy to do, I'll give you a commission then if you have a look, if you can do it. I'll do it, but I don't know. I couldn't even tell you what he looks like now.
No,
one of Patsy's favourite singers, he is.
Yeah, okay. And got to say hello to Ray Jarvis, who's give us the thumbs up, who's popped in tonight. So, he's one of the Temptations.
Oh, right. Oh, there we are.
That's chocolates, isn't it, Temptations?
Drinking chocolates, yeah.
Drinking chocolate. I'd buy a couple of sachets of that.
Yeah, that'll be all right.
Fine. Now then, tonight we've got some scratch cards, look.
Oh, see, now we're spoiling them, guy.
We are spoiling them. But let me get the rules and regulations. See now, pre-done. The first one to answer the question on screen wins that card. Then if the prize is over £50, there's a 50-50 split between the house, which is me and John, and the winner.
Now, Gary, not forgetting, all right? You got to be on the ball here because there's people watching on Facebook and YouTube, innit?
Yeah.
So, you know, the first one you see, bang, you put it up, that's all.
Yeah, it'll be on there anyway. Park Nest, he was in the Temptations. Been dead nearly 30 years, that bloke have.
Have you?
Good God.
Well, he won't be a very good picture now, eh?
No, well, I could draw him just a bag of bones.
Don't say, Patsy, be upset now.
Oh. Right, we're having the first question. Right. To get the first scratch card. Wales is called what in Welsh? Wales is called what in Welsh? What's Wales in Welsh? Does anybody know? What's Wales in Welsh? Cymru, good God, Park Nest. Cymru, well done.
Well done, Park Nest.
Right, so here we go. We're going to scratch the first card, which is there. It's 10,000 quid. First prize. Let's have a look what we got here. Ooh, £100,000 scratched off first one leg. £100,000 first prize. 5,000 second. 50,000. Oh, look. 200,000 scratched off. Ooh. 200,000 are scratched off. Let's go. 20, 100, 100. 50, 50. And there we are. We got two 50s, two 5,000s, 120, 100, and two 100,000s. So there's nothing there on that one.
Unlucky, Park Nest.
Unlucky. Oh, there we are. So we'll have another little chat now. We'll have another one then, see?
Yes, there we are. That was tidy, that. Fair play. How many are in a minute? Are they all watching I'm a Celebrity, are they?
There's five people in watching. One with a thumbs up, but I think they're all watching I'm a Celebrity.
Yes.
So
yeah.
It's only Park Nest, is it?
Do you know, Gary, if they all press that thumbs up button and subscribe, you know, they'll have good luck for 25 years. You know that?
Well, I did know that, yeah.
Yeah, and, there we are.
And they got a better chance of winning the lottery, apparently.
Exactly right. Yeah.
So
that's right. Every little helps.
Yeah, Chris stopped doing chat on his live streams. I think he was getting a lot of people like we do. You know, we get different people on. Yeah, and I just ban them. I do. Hey, John, the best way, just ban them.
And the worst thing we can do is take anything to heart. You know what I mean? And take anything. You see it with this COVID thing, you know that the people argue with you. I think this virus is rubbish. You shouldn't be having it, and then you got somebody. I say, oh, you got to have it. What you should do is do what you want to do, and if your wife even don't want to do it, we can talk about it, but don't argue about it, for God's sake. You know what I mean? You've got your own views, and you know, it's just arguing is just it's absolutely futile. There's just no need of it whatsoever. So you all got your views about what's been happening the last year, nearly. So, and why there's a bitterness in Great Britain a minute, and it's all over, right? Is that and people are taking it out on each other. They're taking it out, you know, and they falling out over it.
Yeah,
you know, calling each other names, and you don't do this, you don't do that. Well, this one said this, and now just forget about it.
Exactly.
No, you can't please everybody all the time. But if I the prime one, right? If I want to believe in God, right, and I say yes, I believe in God, I don't want somebody then telling me that there is there is no God, and I shouldn't be believing that because that's what they believe in.
Exactly.
It's nonsense.
Hmm.
Except all you got to remember is when you're talking to me, I am always right there.
I've noticed that, John.
Yeah.
Like the sun rises that way somewhere. You did
You
put me
what?
right. The sun, it rises in a certain place.
Yeah. I was right, didn't I?
You was right, but only slightly.
Yes, I know. I think I won that one on a technicality.
Yes. So, should we have another card?
A good idea. I noticed Sonny was in then. Hiya, Sonny.
Right.
Oh, I got a bit of news first for Sonny.
What?
Patsy didn't put the decorations up today, Sonny, so there's no photo to send you. What do you think of that then?
Good gosh.
Yeah.
That's right. Right, let's have the second question. See who can get this one right. Then you might get a scratch card. The country of Wales is a part of the United Kingdom and the island of what? It's the United Kingdom and the island of what? Anybody got that? The country of Wales is part of the United Kingdom and the island of what? To get a scratch card. No, not Northern Ireland.
I said that, Parknest, earlier because Gary's questions tonight, and I said that then.
No, it's not Anglesey.
Sonny.
No. The country of Wales is part of the United Kingdom and the island of what?
You know what? I don't think they're going to get it, because when you told me the answer, I thought, oh, all right. But, it does make sense.
Yeah.
But I've never heard, I suppose I've never ever heard it called it like that before.
Okay.
Maybe it should be, it should be the islands of.
Skye? No.
It should be the islands.
Oh, there we are, look.
Yes, man. The islands of Great Britain.
The island of Great Britain it is, see? Sonny said, no, it's not that one. Parknest, I got it again. So Parknest, here we go. First one is £20, £1,000, £5, 5,000, £1, £50, 100,000, 5,000, £5. So unlucky. Nothing on that one again. So hard luck, Parknest. Hard luck for us as well, because we didn't get anything.
Yeah. Bad news today, wasn't it? Do you see it? Old Des O'Connor's gone.
He'd gone years ago, hadn't he?
No, died today, Des O'Connor.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
No.
positive. It's on the
Years
news.
ago. Died years ago, man.
No. Des O'Connor. Have a look.
I will. Des O'Connor.
You are.
Wow.
You don't mess with Parknest. Look.
I know.
Yeah.
But he won anyway. It don't matter.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Right.
and he. What now? We're gonna do another one, do you?
Well, I got 3 left, and I've only got a quarter of an hour. So 5 minutes. 5 minutes each. So let's have another question now. What are the official languages of Wales? What are the official languages of Wales? Well, there's one of them. What are the official languages of Wales? That Park Nest. Good gosh, English and Welsh.
Good golly. He's on fire, he is.
He's very hot tonight. Right then, another one then, Park Nest. Let's have a look, yeah. First one's £100. Second one, £5. Third one, 5,000. Fourth, 1,000. £2. Oh, we got two 1,000s here. 50, 100, 5,000 again. So, no, I'd like nothing again, like. Two 5,000s, 2,000s, 100, £2, £5 and 50. So hard luck. He's getting all the answers, but we got the wrong cards. Oh, how do we look like that?
See? Oh, you're doing all right, man. Doing all right.
He hardly knows any Welsh. Well, it's the same as us.
You do. Well, right. The thing is, right, we know we got one from North Wales, one from Port Talbot, would be and Park Nest, and he's getting them all right.
And he's from Sheffield or somewhere?
Yes, yes, he's from somewhere now. Of course he is.
I think Park Nest, you are Sheffield, I think, you know, up that way. I think he is. I got a friend that lives up in Sheffield.
That's where he's from, is it?
Well, he was so good up there, he moved to Israel. I've never been there, never been to Sheffield. Oh, look,
No,
he's 40
miles. Yeah.
Well, it's near there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not far off, man.
Oh, good evening to Alexandra Voisey and Ian Davis.
I know Alexander Voisey.
Aye.
He is a very good friend of mine, right? And, well, I think the world of Alex. He's just anybody. He's brilliant. I can't say anything else apart from that.
Oh, there we are.
Alexander Voisey is a lovely man.
Is he the one that did he go out last night with you?
No, Alex didn't. I played darts with Alex, that's all. And I'm not joking you, right? I very rare I ask boys to join our team, but I went out purposefully to get Alex in our team because I knew he's a good player, don't be wrong, but he's even nicer man, see. Yeah. And as I say, there's much more to playing darts than there is a dart player. Honestly, you can be the best player in the world. If you don't fit in with our team, you've had it kind of thing, you know. But Alex fitted in perfectly.
Look, my partner's niece is married to a Welshman, and they live in Colwyn Bay. Well, that's where Sonny lives.
Yeah, that's where Sonny is.
Sonny lives in Colwyn Bay. Sonny Burnett. She lives in... you know. Well, I'll see in hello, yeah. Now, don't forget, if you're new to the channel, subscribe and click that little thumb. Yeah. So anytime we're on,
you'll have 25 years good luck, Alex, if you press that button. You know what? You know I don't fib. Come on.
Yeah. If you don't press it, you have 35 years bad luck.
Yeah, quite right.
See?
Yeah, I'm on my 34th year now, I think.
Of good luck.
Oh, bad luck.
Bad luck, is it?
If I didn't have bad luck, right, I wouldn't have any luck at all, see that?
Oh, well.
There's only one thing I've had good in the last 10, 15 years is my Patsy.
There we are.
I love it. Oh, she's brilliant. Fair play to her. But,
and the little dog you got? Oliver.
Oh, of course, Ollie's lovely too. My children, of course, there's things like that. Like my family, they're lovely. And I got good friends too. And I met some strange. I was we met some friends on here since March. Sonia, stands out. I've never actually seen her, but I know what I mean. If it's something that you could talk to her easily, she's there, and I'm there for anybody too. See that? Thank you, Patsy, love. What did MC got?
Yeah, got to be a good boy. See,
got to be.
I did see a video this afternoon of a man dressed up in a baby's uniform. And do you know what I thought of when I seen that?
Yes, I thought I seen it going on to it.
It was funny, man.
You thought he was trying to give my secrets away, yeah?
No, it's just.
Oh, do you know what? She didn't mention that to me. I don't know. Did you have that, Patsy? That one thing that Gary sent him. I'm not sure because I seen it. But again, I tagged Patsy on Facebook, and she haven't seen that either. Because one of my mates, right, his wife, does the window decorations, painting window or Christmas time, painting the windows and that. Obviously, it comes off and right, they're brilliant. So I tagged Patsy, and she haven't seen it yet. So probably she haven't seen the one that you ever texted on yet.
Yeah.
But here we are.
Right, let's get on with another scratch card then. Cardiff. Oh,
oh God.
I know. What's the? They're gonna get this one.
No. What you gotta say now, right? Is Cardiff is Wales is the capital city of Wales, and it's also the largest city Wales got. What is the smallest city Wales have got?
Yeah, what's the smallest city Wales have got? Yeah. What's the smallest city in Wales? What is the smallest city in Wales?
Pull that one out, God, didn't I?
You did. You got out of that. I got into it and you got out of it. Yep. Smallest city. Patsy Morgan is correct. St. David.
Well up, Patsy.
Right, Patsy. Here we go. First one's £50. Second is 20. Third is 1,000. Fourth is £2. Fifth is 100. Sixth is 100. 7 is 2. 8th 1,000 and £1. So it doesn't look like we're going to win anything on these.
No. You didn't win last time either.
No.
I thought you was in for £100 then, Pats.
Yeah. Perhaps next time we'll get the
we get the smaller value ones, right? And what we can say then is anything over 20 quid we'll share from everybody, because I think they'll be good Lord. Try saying that.
Hype. St. David's. There we are. There we are. Hype, yeah, you got it right, but a bit slow.
Yeah.
One more card left. So John, do you want to ask a question?
Right, I don't mind asking the question now then. Right. What is the largest carnivore in Great Britain that is native, that's still around today, that is native to Great Britain?
Largest carnivore. Don't know. What's the largest carnivore native to Great Britain? Which is alive today.
It's still alive today, see?
Colin Jones? No.
Yeah, he's quite large.
Homo sapiens? humans.
Yeah, no. Right, at the end of the day, that's technically right, but I'm not giving you what. It's like an animal, see? It is a badger.
Badger, is it?
It is, yeah.
Good God, she's right again. She'd be looking at your questions for that.
I just made that one up because you didn't give me any questions, did you?
No, right. 5 line there now is £5, £1,000 and £2. Next line down, £20, 100,000 and £50. Ooh, look. Right, another line to go yet. Right.
She's going to have £2 by her now.
So there's two £1,000s, £22, £5 and £2. Nothing again, look.
No, never.
Oh, no good tonight, is it?
No good tonight.
So next Friday at 9:30, God willing, we'll be having another one.
Yeah, definitely. We'll get the we'll get the smaller prize one because it'd be nice to send somebody some money is all, I think, you know.
Yeah, it would be nice, wouldn't it? Send me some money.
Yeah, you could send it to me as well. I'm quite partial to money, see.
And me, I don't mind the notes.
Oh no, I don't mind it. No, I don't mind that. But the folding money, see.
As long as you can spend it, I don't care.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
And what I might do as well, on a show near at Christmas, I may put a painting up. As first prize, we'll put a painting up.
Oh, that'd be a good prize to have, actually. And then what I'll do with that, I can match that as well. What I do, the problem being would be sending it. I was going to put a statue up, but that'd be heavy to send in a post, wouldn't it?
Yeah, just send them a little bit of sand, some cement, and then build it yourself.
Yeah, and some water. Go on, you want to go?
And I'll send the paint.
I'm best of luck to you.
Carry on. So yeah, that's it.
I tell you what, right? Look into just before we go, look into right for masonry paint, and I can buy all the masonry paint with black, like the drab colors, black, white, brown. But I was looking for the vibrant colors, right? Like bright pillar box red, bright pillar box red, and then an orange. I need a nice orange. So I asked on his site which are the best place to go, and it said something like £12, right, for 1 litre, and that's all right. I pay that. But by the time I got to the checkout, it was £50 I had to give him.
Good God.
No, so I'm stuck. I really need some vibrant colours from masonry. If anyone knows where I can get vibrant masonry paint, do you? All right, we'll have a chat after. You can get because I need some vibrant colours. The thing is, if I use emulsion, I've got to use varnish as well, right? Because they're outdoor stuff, see? But if I can get masonry paint, I don't need to use a varnish, right?
All you need to get is acrylic.
Is it?
Acrylic paint from Hobbycraft.
Oh, right, I'll have a look at that.
If you go on Hobbycraft, or like I get mine on Amazon, right? That acrylic paint, you can get it most places. And it's water. You can mix it with water, but once it's dry, you won't get it off.
Oh, great stuff. All right. Well, I'll have a chat to you about it after.
All right, then. Okay. It's time for the ghost stories, John.
It is, Gary.
So let's...
you carry on, and you got the intro there, have you?
I've got the intro, yeah. I'm going to...
And Good evening, all the ghost story fanatics that we like to. I like to call myself. I'm really enjoying doing these now, and joined a Facebook group of they say, you know, it's true stories. Goes through the admin first, and then it gets published. You know, so they don't. They probably got a list of the stories that are generic and goes on all the time. So I've got 4 stories tonight. 3 of them are quite short, and then 1 of them isn't. But in my view, they're very good. So without further ado, I think we'll go ahead. Thank you for allowing me to share these stories on your YouTube channel. So, something creepy happened last night. I've lived with my parents until 2 years ago. My parents' house was really old, but renovated. When I was living there, my brothers and I experienced so many creepy things. One time, my brother was in the basement, and we have a bathroom there that we don't use. He heard a man yelling out, "Help!" from the shower drain. My brother ran to me and told me what he heard. We got so scared, and we just ran out of the house for a few hours. When we came back, we checked, nothing there at all. Another thing that happened was I was sleeping on a Sunday. Every Sunday morning, my family went to Mass. I was still in bed around 9 a.m. and my eyes were open. I was basically just resting, and I felt somebody lay beside me. I thought it was my mother, so I didn't bother to check. Eventually, I got up and I saw that there was nobody there, but there were creases on the bed next to me. I ran downstairs and just tried to ignore it. That night, I made sure to keep feel-good movies playing in the background with my lampshade on. The next morning, we had people over. I was in my room cleaning and randomly heard a whisper in my ear. They called out my name. I just ran downstairs again. Just another experience of that house. Again, something else happened. I was in the bathroom before we had to leave for a family party. I opened the door and my mother walked by and went into her room. The next thing I know, my mother called me from downstairs. Mind you, her room is upstairs. So then I looked down and see her calling me literally a second after she entered her own room. It really looked like her, but it couldn't have been. Another incident was I visited my parents' house last month. I went upstairs and saw that my parents' bedroom door was open, but the lights were off. I could see a silhouette of my mother sitting in bed, so I turned on the light, but she wasn't there. I got really scared, then heard her blowing her nose in the bathroom. I went to the bathroom, and there was nobody there. I left very quickly after that. And last night, I had a nightmare. I kept seeing the same girl in my nightmares, and every dream I would refuse to look at her. It happened lots of times now. This person is recurring in my dreams, but last night I saw her and she said, "I won't hurt you. I just need you to know what they did to me in your bedroom." She lay down and showed me all the bruises and scars and the broken hip bone. I touched her scars, and she told me to meet her later. And then I woke up. It was so real. I could describe everything that I'd seen. It was just real, and then I was awake and there was nobody there. So that was it for me. I have got other stories, and I will, if you will allow me, I'll send them to you soon. Now this is somebody else here. When I was 15, I lived in an old Victorian house. My mum and dad were out for a few hours. I slept that night with my dog Max at the bottom of the bed. One night, I woke with Max barking and growling. Outside, we had a sensor light which was on, so I was peeping out the window as my bed was next to it. I couldn't see anything, so I turned back round and was sent into shock as a young boy was stood in my room in a white coat with his head bent at a strange angle, and he was staring at me. I couldn't speak. I was hot, but I had goosebumps. I tried to say, "Go away," but I was in so much shock I was just mumbling. Max was still growling. I just slid underneath my covers, and when I come back out, he had gone. I instantly turned my TV on and light and tried my best to stay awake. When I woke then, it was morning and my TV and light was still on, so I knew that wasn't a dream. I told my mother what had happened, and she herself had felt something tap her on the back that same night. She decided to do some research in her home. It had once been like a supermarket type of place where they had a greengrocer and a butcher's. They hung the meat in the attic, and a young boy, a butcher's apprentice, had been found hanging there. It freaked me out, but at the same time, he didn't do any harm. And I honestly, after that day, believed now in ghosts. I didn't ever see him again. I had a walk-in wardrobe that was once the stairs to the attic, and when entering it, it was always freezing. I always felt I was being watched. I couldn't wait to move out of that place. And a week after my 18th birthday, I did leave. I go back now, but I never spend the night. That would have been scary for me, ladies and gentlemen. This one's another short story. It's on this Facebook site, so I'll read what it said. Hello, this is my first post here, and I want to share what happened to me around mid-November. I was suffering from insomnia, and as usual, I go to sleep really late. But that night it was worse. I was trying so hard, but I couldn't get myself to sleep, so I just gave up on sleeping. But after laying in my bed quietly for a few more minutes, around 20 to 4, I felt my eyes begin to close. It's a lovely feeling, and I was just so happy I was finally going to sleep when my eyes went shut. In less than a minute, a horrifying scream jerked me awake. The moment I opened my eyes, I met another pair of eyes looking straight at mine from the window which my bed was so close to. I went cold and frozen. I couldn't move or blink, except stare into them eyes. I couldn't even make out a figure, but I knew it was tall and white, and its eyes, I'll never forget them eyes, were a mixture of grey, green, and orange. I laid there for a very long minute, staring at its eyes, the horrifying scream still ringing in my ears. My vision went blurry. The screaming stopped, and I finally got to shut my eyes. When I opened them again, it was gone. Everyone I told said I was dreaming or it was a sleep paralysis, but I was wide awake and I felt everything. It was so scary. It was real. And I experienced something almost like it again this year. And I would like to ask, has anyone else experienced any of this type of situation? Now that's her story, but I have received quite I'm not sure if I told you last time, but I've received quite a lot more stories again, which I'll probably read next Friday. Done a few of them before, but about the shadow people, or the Hat Man. He's called like the Hat Man, the shadow people, or the Cloak Man's another name for them. They all around the world, but the same kind of thing. I'll get a collection of them to show you, to read to you. And they're very common. People have seen them all over the world. But it's nearly exactly the same story all the time. So that's another story that we got there. I got another story for you. Right, this one is from the American guy that I got friendly with. A few years ago, I lived in a townhouse that was built in 1900. Just across the street from my house was a cemetery from the 1600s. We're talking about a very old area with very old energy. When I did research on the area later, I found out it was one of the places Captain John Smith had walked through. It was written down, but we'll never get to know if that was true. But I had bad vibes about the place from the time we moved in. I could go into detail about all the things I solely experienced over our 3 years of living there. But I want to stick with the only things witnessed with other people present. First, the whistling started. Not like a wind blowing through the house sort of whistle. It was like a tune. As if somebody was standing downstairs whistling away. Sometimes the whistling sounded closer than others, and it was heard at multiple places throughout the house. Me and my then toddler son heard it on endless occasions, but oddly enough, the whistling would never happen when my husband was at home. That always perplexed me. Again, then, there was a thunderstorm one night, and my husband and I were downstairs, having a disagreement while my son played nearby. We heard a loud bang upstairs, and we ran up to investigate. See, we had a bath with one of those sliding glass shower doors. When we walked into the bathroom that night, we found that one of the shower doors was now sitting diagonally on the track. One corner from the top and opposite corner from the bottom was sitting perfectly affixed to the track. Can you picture that? How does that happen? All right, she says here, now she might be losing us, but it gets better, she says, just wait. Now we're up to April now in 2016. My 4-year-old son had just watched E.T. for the first time a few days before. I made a reaction video and posted on Facebook. This is relevant, you will see later. Anyhow, so mid-April, me and my son are sitting on my bedroom floor playing with toys. It's probably worth noting here that my son refused to ever be in his bedroom alone the entire time we lived there. So we are there, and all of a sudden, he gets this look in his face and said, "What was that? What was that? Something's crawling behind you." Me, what do you mean, like a bug? Him, all matter-of-factly, no, it was more like that E.T. Apparently, he'd seen some small black thing crawling behind me. Then he got really interested in where did it go, and he was walking around with my phone trying to get a picture of it. He turned on my flashlight and looked under my bed. When he couldn't find it, he started imploring I tell him what it was that he saw. I don't know what you saw, baby. Are you sure it wasn't just a big scary bug? No, the thing he saw, insisted, was his size. Oh, lovely. A year passed. I knew this because the Facebook memory had just come up of the reaction video I did of him watching ET for the first time. We're talking a year exactly to the day here. Our son was upstairs asleep in our bed. he refused to ever sleep in his room. It was about 4 o'clock in the morning. He was prone to getting out of bed at night, so when my husband and I heard footsteps on the floor, we knew one of us had to run up there and get him back in the bed. This was a regular thing for him, so we always left the hall light on. She adds here, absolutely no drugs and no drinking were involved. I hear my husband's footsteps going up the stairs, but then I hear them stop dead. They stayed stopped. The living room where I was is directly underneath our bedroom. I should have heard his footsteps overhead by now. I walk through the kitchen to the base of our stairs to find out what's going on, and I see him standing absolutely still with his back to me. About 3 steps shy of reaching the top of the stairs, I call up to him. His voice was so monotone, he said, "Do not come up here. I just saw something." Now listen, she says, my husband doesn't believe in anything, not ghosts, not God, not devils, not anything. He is genuinely the world's biggest skeptic. Me, however, I knew that house wasn't right for a long time. So when he said, I saw something, I already knew what he meant, and I told him to grab our son and come downstairs. Our son was fast asleep, by the way, which means it couldn't have been his footsteps we originally heard above our heads. Anyway, husband comes down, sleeping son in tow. Husband is shock white. He lays our toddler on the couch and he tells me what he saw. He said he got up about halfway up the stairs when he was hit with this wall of negative feeling, despair, depression. He couldn't put a word to it. But he said you could feel depression in the air. And by this time, when I was looking at him, he had visible goosebumps when he was talking to me. He continued up the steps. That's when he saw it, a black figure. If a shadow had a shadow, is how he described it. About the size of a small child. It was standing on all fours, and when it walked, its knees bent the opposite way to what a human should. It had no face, just blackness. As he's describing it, all of a sudden overhead there was these loud booms. They sounded like something was going nuts upstairs. You know that scene in The Others where they hear the stomping overhead? It was like that in volume, but less orderly. It sounded like furniture was being thrown about up there. And if I had any doubt in my mind my husband might be making this up for kicks, that quickly dissipated when I heard it. We left. We showed up to my mother's house at 5 o'clock in the morning with nothing more than the clothes we stood in. We didn't go back for a few days. When we did, I honestly expected to see the upstairs in shambles. But there was nothing out of place. For the 4-month duration of our stay there afterwards, one of us always stayed in the bedroom whenever our son was sleeping. Since we've moved, and although my son doesn't know the story of what his dad saw, we intentionally never discussed it in front of him. My son has described on at least 4 occasions seeing a shadow figure in our house. In one of his descriptions, he bent his arms forward at an angle and said, his arms were bent like this. There's now black tourmaline above every doorway in our home. Now I read about this black tourmaline, and basically it's like a semi-precious gem that is supposed to protect from evil spirits. Well, that is the 4 stories for tonight, and I believe that they were good ones. What do you think about them?
The last one was quite scary.
Yeah, I agree. It was quite. That's why again. That's why you notice that I do. I leave that. I leave the normally leave the better one to last. You know. So and I think people have sort of cottoned on to that now. So I normally do leave the best to last. Then you know.
It was good.
Yeah. I enjoyed the little ones as well, mind you know, because if I was to leave them little ones out, you know, there'd be loads and loads that we would never get to hear about, you know.
Yeah.
So I was quite pleased with them today, you know.
Excellent.
So,
I enjoyed them.
Yes, me too.
Right. So hopefully we'll be back next Friday.
Yes, let's hope so, guy. You get these gremlins out of the system, and we should be back.
Okay. There we are. Sonny enjoyed them as well.
That's good news.
Excellent. So we say good night.
Yeah, good night, everybody. Hope and stay safe and have a best week you can.
Yeah.
Stay positive.
Please subscribe as well if you can.
And thumbs up.
Okay.
Goodbye, everybody.
Good night.